Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about microgrids and just pertaining to Ozop and Cleanspark actually. There's a couple pieces of news here that I wanted to show you guys, and then I'll just kind of go over the technicals real quick, and that's going to be it for the video, kind of a quicker one. But thanks again guys, if you get some value out of this, make sure to like and subscribe. So here we are at Cleanspark, that's CLSK, their Facebook page, and so September 4th, this was like right in the middle of Bottle Rock, and this is something that I was talking about that no one was really mentioning that I thought was kind of important, especially like they're in the right place at the right time, in my opinion. Now, going over this, Cleanspark's sponsorship at Bottle Rock Napa Valley was not a coincidence. Power outages in California have become a massive issue in the past couple of years, most commonly due to the growing number of wildfires, and as a result, California and especially Napa Valley have taken the lead in providing resilient energy to their state. Cleanspark provides microgrid solutions for homeowners and businesses like Napa Valley wineries that want to decrease their reliance on the grid, utilize cleaner power, and save on energy costs. And that was it with that. Now, as a side note, guys, this doesn't have to necessarily do with microgrids here, but check this out. This was announced 9 hours ago that the CEO of Cleanspark CleanBlock, Zach Bradford, obviously, is going tomorrow at 2:05 Eastern and doing an individual speech, and then at 4:50 going to a panel discussion about green mining at Bitmain's Digital Mining Energy Conference in Miami, Florida. So here's their actual site here. It's set up for September 9. And about this event, it's a digital mining energy conference that's hosted by Bitmain, the world's leading producer in cryptocurrency mining hardware, with the goal to further the development of mining in North America through the adoption of renewable energy. As the mining industry continues to adapt towards the future, the use of green energy is key to expand global operations. The event is focused to deliver valuable insights for current data center operations, investment opportunities, building partnerships with renewable energy suppliers, new mining technologies, mining regulations, and more. Bitmain places great importance on the progress and growth of the industry to support its development. They were founded in 2013. It is the world's largest and second largest Bitcoin mining pool in terms of computing power. So definitely nice to have Cleanspark hopefully making some positive PR here. Maybe we'll see this more. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some articles talking about it more, not just their Facebook page. Now finally, going into Cleanspark's chart here, you can see now I'm at the 3 month and we are bouncing off oversold. Just right about there. So in my opinion, for me at least, this is a buy zone. You're looking at the strong support level that clearly bounces off of it quite a few times. We had the bad earnings report, or the a lot of stock-based compensation for executives, so that caused a huge sell-off. It rebounded relatively quick though. It found a new base down here. So if this doesn't hold, this could be our next base, but I kind of doubt it. I have a feeling this one should hold. We've held off on this one quite a few times. So I think we're finding our base here. And for me, this is definitely a buy zone for Cleanspark. And I think it's pretty much found its bottom. And here we have Ozop's CEO being featured here in the Energy Capital magazine, September, October edition. And here's a couple takeaways that I wrote down here. Or you can always, I'll leave you guys a link for it, of course. But here's my takeaway. So the first theories of electricity were examined in 1835, but took about 45 years to deploy electrical transmission systems through this transition, and blackouts were common. Nowadays we're seeing the same problem, especially during this EV boom. So level 3 DC fast chargers can cost about 55 to 70,000 if you were going to put one in your own residence. Their solution to this, instead of going with, like obviously most people aren't going to have the money, the type of money to just go with a level 3 fast charger. So Ozop's plan here is their NeoGrid, which is a fully off-grid solution that can work with other microgrids. And he also mentions that gas costs are rising, electricity costs are rising, and the Ozop NeoGrid supplies off-grid energy for EV autos, light truck solutions when 2 hours doesn't cut it, no grid, no utilities, and most of all, no charging restrictions. So I will leave this article in the description, guys. I just kind of glanced over it and the main couple of takeaways. And here's actually some very recent news as well. Here's their white paper document that everyone's kind of been talking about lately. And I believe it was just a couple hours ago that this was posted. And it mentions grid token. I'll leave this, obviously, as well in the description. But I just wanted to mention it mainly. I wasn't going to go through the whole thing. But they're essentially offering a cryptocurrency. It kind of connects with like EV charging, whereas you can use this crypto, it's like kind of like a stable coin essentially, using energy to back the grid token so it will remain semi-stable but slightly volatile. So kind of interesting stuff here, but I will leave the link for you guys. And it's an ERC20 token which uses traditional Ethereum. And ERC20 tokens will be generated and distributed in an ICO, initial coin offering, for a calculated amount of Ether. The smart contract handles the transactions as well as creating destroying tokens when they are converted to be used for EV charging. So kind of an interesting thing here. Seems kind of different. We'll see like what goes on there. Looking at Ozop, it seems like it's kind of consolidating after that huge run up that we had on the kind of hyped up news about them using Tesla's mega pack. But it all pretty much took it back, and I would say for me now it's like a buy zone definitely. I mean, I feel like there's not too much downside, especially as we see more positive PR, as they try to get out there more, maybe secure more contracts, and all that good stuff. I have a lot of faith in Microgrid in the future. I think both of these companies, Cleanspark and Ozop, could be great microgrid choices. You know, they're kind of still a low market cap. They're not a very large company, but if they can succeed in what they're planning on doing, these companies will be pretty damn big, in my honest opinion. But as always, guys, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Hope you enjoyed this quick little take on Ozop and Cleanspark and their actual microgrid section. So there is microgrid stuff going on behind the scenes, and it's definitely good to see that. Thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video for Ozop and Cleanspark, and I'm very interested to see what holds in the future of microgrids. Thanks again.